To begin, please find a comfortable seated position, either on the shins or cross-legged. Use blocks and blankets to be nice and comfortable. Grab your strap and you'll place it so that you'll grab the strap so that your arms are straight and your hands are wider than shoulder distance. Grab the strap nice and taut. As you breathe in, reach the arms up and over your head and then behind you as far as your shoulders allow. As you exhale, reach your arms forward and down. See if you need to widen the arms to keep the arms straight along the way. And then breathe in, reach up, breathe out, forward and down. Again, keep the arms straight here and back behind you. And breathe in, reach up and over, breathe out, forward and down. Breathe in, reach behind you. Again, see if you need to widen the strap to keep the arms straight. You want to keep the strap nice and taut. So be moving the shoulder joint here. Be mindful that you're not puffing your frontal ribs out. So knit the frontal ribs in here. Usually tends to happen once we bring the arms up and over the head. And again, breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, arms behind you, nice and straight. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, forward and down. Okay, and then go ahead and release the strap. You'll bring the arms closer to each other and breathe in, reach up and over. You're going to take a side bend over to the left. And then come back to center. Side bend over to the right. Arms straight. Come back to center and go ahead and release the strap. Interlace your fingers behind the back. Lift your chest here. Reach the fists down towards the back. Couple more breaths. And then reach your arms. And now go ahead and grab opposite shoulders as if you were giving yourself a hug here. Grab in the inner edges of your shoulder blades behind you. Then you'll start to make little circles with your shoulders here, as if you were kind of dancing here. So only the shoulders are moving. So little figure eights with your shoulders. And then release and switch so the opposite form is over. Again, little moves here with your shoulders, little figure eights. Deep breath. And go ahead and release. And now we'll make our way onto our belly. So go ahead and lie down on your belly. You can use your blanket here, folded in a skinny rectangle here. So you'll use it as a pillow. Place it along the top of your mat. Lie down on your belly. And you'll bring, starting on the left here, bring the left cheek to the mat. Reach your left arm out into a T so that it's nice and straight. And then roll over onto your left. So again, you want the arm nice and straight so the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder are in one straight line. You may bend the top knee, bringing that top foot behind the bottom knee. So only if that feels comfortable for you. So you can try it out, see how it feels, or you can keep the legs straight. However is more comfortable for you. And a few more deep breaths. few more breaths here. Keeping the shoulders relaxed as you deepen the stretch. And then we'll come back onto your belly. And now you'll bend that elbow at a 90-degree shape. So the fingers point towards the front of the room. And then it's a deeper stretch, so we're not going to roll as far as we did before. So make sure that you're listening to your body, seeing where you need to stop. Few more breaths. So it's a deeper stretch, so we're not going to hold it as long as the other one. And then make your way back to center. And we'll go ahead and switch sides here. So reach the right arm out into a T, nice and straight. And right cheek to the mat, roll over onto your right side. And again, you may bend your top knee and bringing that top foot behind the bottom knee. You can also keep it nice and straight. Few more breaths here. It's a great stretch for the chest, front of the shoulders, pecs. Few more breaths here. Feel free to relax into the stretch. Notice any thoughts that come to mind. And now make your way back to center. And we'll do that second stretch. So bend the elbow at a 90-degree shape. The wrist is in line with the elbow is in line with the shoulder. And then again, now going as far as we did before, rolling over onto the right. And make your way back to center. And now we'll make our way back to a hands and knees. And go ahead and find your two blocks. You'll place them along the top of your mat so that they're on the lowest height and shoulder distance. So you have a little bit of space between the blocks. You'll come to your hands and knees with your shoulders right over your wrists. Feel free to add padding under your knees. Okay, and then place your elbows on the blocks. Bring your palms together so the fingers point out towards the ceiling. And then lower your head down here. So again, your fingers are pointing towards the floor, towards the ceiling. So we'll start here. And then if you like to deepen the stretch, you can start to bend your elbows further so that the thumbs come towards the back of the shoulders and the fingers point towards the back of the room. A few more breaths here. Try not to dump your weight on the shoulders and the low back. So keep the frontal ribs in here, kind of like as you would in a downward facing dog. So keeping the ribs in so we avoid overarching around the low back and putting lots of strain around the shoulder joint. And we'll go ahead and make our way back to our hands and knees. And go ahead and put your blocks out to the side. Come back to your hands and knees for a few cat and cows, moving through the spine. Breathe in, lift your chest up, draw shoulders back. Exhale, round your spine, push the ground. Breathe in, lift your chest, and breathe out, press away from the floor. Inhale, lift your chest, shoulders back. Exhale, round your spine. And go ahead and make your way back to a neutral spine. Take the right arm up into the air. Breathe in. As you exhale, thread the needle, but not all the way down. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, thread the needle. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, thread the needle. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, thread the needle. Couple more, breathe in. Breathe out, thread the needle. And this time, lower the right cheek to the mat. And reach your left arm forward. You may also wrap the left arm around the back. And breathe. Few more deep breaths. And go ahead and place your left hand back under the shoulder. Come right back up to your hands and knees. And then breathe in for your cow. And breathe out, push the ground for cat. And again, breathe in. And breathe out. One more round. Inhale. And exhale, press. Come back to your neutral spine. Reach your left arm up. Breathe in. Exhale, thread the needle. Breathe in. Exhale, thread the needle. And breathe in. Exhale, thread the needle. Breathe in. Exhale, thread the needle. And breathe in. Exhale, thread the needle. This time, lower your left cheek to the mat. Reach your right arm forward. Again, you can also wrap that right arm around the back. Few more breaths. And now place your right hand back onto the shoulder. Come right back to your hands and knees. And again, breathe in, breathe out for cat pose. We'll make our way now into our first downward facing dog. So if you notice any difference around the shoulders, keep your belly in, bend your knees deeply here. Come forward, lower the knees down, and then reach for your blanket or towel. You roll it up like a little Tootsie Roll or a little taquito, and you'll place it around the back of your mat. And then you're going to come lie down so that the blanket is around the tips of your shoulder blades. So around the back of your heart. And go ahead and get comfortable here. You can reach your arms up and over your head, getting a nice little opening around the shoulders and the chest. You can reach your legs forward here, as in Shavasana. If that doesn't feel comfortable, if you feel pressure around the low back, you can bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor. Feel free to stay here as long as you wish. Listening to your breathing, softening around the chest and shoulders, neck, muscles of your face. Notice your thoughts. And then again, you can always stay in this pose if you're feeling comfortable, or we'll start to make our way into our final Shavasana, corpse pose. So go ahead and take the blanket out from underneath. You may place it under your knees for support and lie down on the back. Stay here as long as you wish.